Now, of course, the light cone, whilst it surrounds our product to create that beautiful wraparound lighting, of course, it has to have an opening for the camera's lens to see through. Now, on the large and medium sized light cone, we have to leave a reasonable size hole for various camera formats and various types of lenses. On the iPhone version, we only need a very small opening because obviously we're dealing with a much smaller lens. Now, occasionally that hole or opening can reflect in the product, meaning that a patch of the product doesn't have the beautiful gradation that you would like. So what I'm going to show you now is how we overcome that problem. So if we take a look at this image at the moment, which we've got a high gloss, gold polished, finished light switch or dimmer switch, and you can see a pretty nasty reflection in the surface of the product. That is because of the opening of the light cone. Now, if that becomes a problem in your product, first thing to do is simply try moving the light cone, and you will often find that by moving the light cone, you can eliminate the majority of the hole. So I just simply have to move the light cone backwards and that hole disappears. So that's one way and the simplest way to overcome that problem. The next way is to simply move the product. So you can often find that actually it may just be your camera angle. So if you move your product a little bit further over, then replace your light cone and then reposition your camera, move the light cone, and you'll find that the problem has been eliminated. Other times, it may simply be a case of adjusting the angle of the product. So we can take the light cone out, and then with a small piece of blue tack or a block, you can simply put it underneath the product and angle the product to create a new view. And also additional to that, by adjusting the camera angle, by adjusting the tripod leg or something similar, then you can find an alternate angle on the product. So there are several ways to eliminate that hole, and it's very simple. Just requires a little bit of patience and looking through the camera's viewfinder or the viewfinder on the back of the camera and establishing whether it's better to move the light cone, move the product, or move the camera. One final method you can apply is to actually change the focal length of the lens. Sometimes you'll see the reflection of the opening of the light cone in the product. And if you do, just changing the focal length of the lens and a slight shift of position can remove it completely.